This is a tutorial video for AQA GCSE English Language Paper 1, Question 2. This covers AO2 and focuses on language. Okay, what you can see at the moment is the mark scheme. So just take a moment to have a look through this. It's very clear about what is being assessed in this question. Words, phrases, language features, language techniques, sentence forms. Anything you spot like that you want to analyse and discuss, you can. So here we have the top band criteria here. You need to make sure that you analyse the effect of the choice of language. Be very careful, be very judicious with the quotes that you use, and use subject terminology to justify what it is you are saying. Okay, and there's a bit of an example there of the kind of things that you could say. Okay, the text we are focusing on is Jamaica Inn, which is on a specimen paper on the AQA website. When it comes to question 2, you will actually be given the part that you need to analyse language from. So that's really nice. That's a gift from the exam board because you don't have to go all the way through the whole text. You are given a very short bit which is reprinted for you in your answer booklet for you to focus on. So in this instance, it asks you to look in detail at lines 8 to 18 of the source. And then it asks you, how does the writer use language to describe the effects of the weather? So your key words here are the effects of the weather. Okay. This is worth 8 marks. So my suggestion to you, this is nice and clear and simple here, is that you need to do 3 Peter, Peel, whatever you call them, paragraphs, 3 academic paragraphs where you make a clear point about language, so how similes have been used, for example, and then you analyse the impact of that word or phrase or sentence structure, whatever it is you're focusing on, you analyse the impact of that on the reader. If you do 3 paragraphs like that, and it's to the standard that is expected. Okay, let's have a look at the mark scheme again. So if you are showing a perceptive understanding, it would be top band. If you are showing a clear understanding and you explain clearly, this will get you 5 or 6 marks. Okay. So if we look at this in detail then, the wind came in gusts, at times shaking the coach as it travelled round the bend of the road, and in the exposed places on the high ground it blew with such force that the whole body of the coach trembled and swayed, rocking between high wheels like a drunken man. Okay, that's quite interesting, isn't it? The driver, muffled in a great coat to his ears, bent almost double in his seat in a faint attempt to gain shelter from his own shoulders, while the dispirited horses plodded sullenly to his command, too broken by the wind and rain to feel the whip that now and again cracked above their heads while swung between numb fingers of the driver. The wheels of the coach creaked and groaned as they sank into ruts in the road, and sometimes they flung up soft spattered mud against the windows, where it mingled with the constant driving rain, and whatever there might have been in the countryside was hopelessly obscured. So how does the writer use language here to describe the effects of the weather? Well, the way it affects the coach there, it starts to wheel around like a drunken man. The wheels of the coach, they creak and groan. Okay, so obviously wheels don't groan, so what device have you got there? We've got a couple of devices we've picked out already here. And also flung up soft spattered mud you might want to look at as well. Alternatively, you could go through and look at all the verbs. Verbs are always good for a bit of analysis and see if there are a few there that you could pick out. You would then make these the basis of your paragraphs that you write. So you'd make a point about the impact of making the movement of the coach like a drunken man, the impact of describing the coach wheels creaking and groaning, as opposed to just using one of those words or alternative words, and then the flung up, the soft spattering mud, the sounds that you've got going on there, that would make another paragraph. So I suggest that you give this a go and then go back and look at the mark scheme and see where you would put yourself. If you're